Yes. Jamesy Forrest on the wing. Yeah. Welcome to the Foley Clover podcast post-match reaction to Celtic 1, St Mirren 1. The trophy lift has just taken place. The main man is just getting interviewed on my TV. Scotty, how are you feeling there in sunny Spain?
Superb, mate. I'm on the champagne and strawberries. Few Celtic fans have come into the bar here as well, so mate, we're having a party regardless what the score is. It's all about just celebrating the whole season, mate. The European run, the league run, everything, mate. It's just all been worth it, and this is our day to celebrate.
Absolutely. Michelle, did you get to see the game all right?
I did. I'm in the bowling green just now. It's just me at the moment, so God knows I'm just walking in, but I've managed to watch the full game without any disturbances. So
good stuff. Overall thoughts?
Yeah, I'm really happy about it. It's a shame I've been desperate for tickets all week and obviously I never got any, so I'm kind of glad in a way that I never, because as much as I'm glad that we've won and it's a great celebration, the game wasn't exactly the greatest, but I'm pleased for James, so highlighted it.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at the lineups here. So a pretty strong lineup. I think we were predicting a pretty strong lineup. Any kind of surprises there, Scotty, when it comes to the starting lineup?
No, mate, not at all. I think the only one that surprised me really, mate, was Scales. I thought Naroki was going to get you started. I don't know what the score is. I mean, we know that Brendan's looking for the balance with the left-hand side centre half and the right-hand side one, but he's played Scales and Trusted together, so I don't know why he doesn't play Naroki and Carter Vickers. And Naroki's clearly our second best centre half, and Scales again today, just no good for me, mate. No good at all.
I agree with that, Michelle. Any surprises for your end with the starting lineup?
Basically, just what Scott said. I think I was expecting Naroki to come on for Scales. I think just after the couple of performances he's came on when he's had to, he's played outstandingly, especially all night. I generally thought he would be on. To me, he outplays Scales, no problem at all. So yeah, he would have been my first choice.
I think you've got to look at that as a season, as a, not just the last few games. And I think, Scales has done a pretty good job. So you can understand why he stuck by Scales. I totally get that, but I think Rocky's probably a wee bit unfortunate that he has kind of missed it today. I think when he has come in, he kind of take up that place. He's done really well. He's looked good. So maybe that's something for next season. Maybe it's get Brendan and gives him another thought about what he's got to do with Rocky. I was all right with the lineup. I wasn't disappointed. I think maybe Rocky's a wee bit unfortunate that he didn't start, as I said, but I think he was going to go with a strong lineup. Just going to the game, I think overall the first half was a pretty non-event, and there wasn't much happening. The one thing that kind of stuck out to me, and this is pretty strange with a post-match, is that thing that happened at the corner. Well, Taylor moves the ball, leaves it. Technically, he's took the corner. Engels then goes as if he's making out he's taking the corner and runs with the ball, and the referee stops it. So that's a strange one. It's perfectly legal. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's the referee's mistake for that point. So that's something to learn for. Were you a bit confused for that, Scott, or with the corner that wasn't he? Or what did you think of that?
I didn't really see it, mate, to be honest with you. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I was saying to the guys in the bar, I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm glad I'm not taking notes down for this first half, because I would have been struggling myself, mate. As you said, mate, pretty much a non-event. So, move on, man, move on.
So we're into
it was ridiculous, mate.
Of course it was. We're into the second half, and quite incredibly, in the 50th minute, a set piece, actually, which were been pretty weak for kind of set pieces. But Scales gets a header on it, but he puts it out to the St Mirren player, and he actually takes a shot and it gets through a few Celtic bodies. So they go 1-0 up, and technically against their run of play, but we were pretty poor, I would say. Certainly the first half. Second half, I think I don't think we deserve to go a goal down. St Mirren done very little, but just a bit gut wrenching when St Mirren go a goal up on it, Scotty.
Aye, mate, just completely against the run of play, like you said. And it's just set pieces again. We've spoke about it all season. Corners against, corners for, free kicks against, free kicks, for.
Yep.
The guys beside me, they're big Celtic fans and all that. Who's dealing with the corner kicks at Celtic? And I said, we actually work on them quite a bit. Gavin Strachan and all the rest of it, they're working them quite a bit. You can't tell, mate. You just cannot tell. We've been dreadful at them all season. We've pointed it out all season. And then again, it's cost us again, mate, with another goal.
Yep. Michelle, again, you can talk about possession in games and what it means, if it means anything at all, but it really does mean nothing if you do nothing with the ball and then you actually lose a goal for that position in the game. Quite disappointing, really, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gutton, I mean, I expected us to go in there and be scoring goals left, right and centre today. I didn't realise actually till my dad says that obviously St Mirren were playing for something today, so I think that kind of made it more difficult because I don't think they would be really in as much as we thought it would be, if not. So yeah, I was no surprised as such that they got a goal, but for me it was an easy goal for them, so because we weren't playing great at all. Either were there, they playing great at all, so it was just hand.
I think they definitely had something to play for. I think they were playing for a draw, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
When the keeper's wasting time in the first half, it's quite. That's their prerogative, right? It's up to us to break them down. So technically,
just one thing on that, Andy. Thing on that. Brendan touched on it. He said that it doesn't matter if I've got 70-80% possession. It's what you do when you've not got the possession. It's at 20-30%, and we get caught out again. So it just shows you can have as much as the ball as you want. You can have as much as the play or the chances, whatever. It's what you do when you've not got the ball and we get punished again.
Yep, absolutely.
See about that goalkeeper winds me up.
I'm surprised they never get booked. How many warnings did they have? And incidentally, I've got to touch on this referee. And I was going to bring this up even if we lost the game. We drew the game today, but he's got to be the worst referee in Scotland. And by the way, that's saying something. If you're the worst official in this country with the standards of refereeing that we've got, then you're pretty bad.
Considering the game we had the other day, it was so nice. It was flowing. There was no whistles ever stop and starting, and that one was just constantly stop starting whistle. It was horrible to watch.
Yep, we were getting every decision against us. Scotty, what do you make of the referee decisions before we move on?
Aye, terrible, mate. But it's just the standard that's been the case all season, mate. We've called it a million times in this podcast. It is what it is. They're no fit for purpose. VAR's no fit for purpose. The whole thing needs an overhaul, mate. And look, at the end of the day, man, it's that we should be celebrating today. Fuck they cunts.
So, right, we're into the second half. The subs get made in the 53rd minute. I think we needed it. We needed an injection or something. Kuhn, Bernardo, and Ida came off. Disappointed in Bernardo today. I don't think he had a great performance. Kuhn as well wasn't great. And Ida was kind of a wee bit isolated, I would say. Never had much service. You see Forrest coming on, Yang and McCowan. Great to see Forrest coming on and Yang. I think, you're getting a real bit of energy after they two doing the wings. I want to say McCowan had a fantastic game when he came on, but you could certainly see it. They upped their game a wee bit, didn't they? Somebody's celebrating near me, which is good.
Kuhn didn't look very pleased to be taken off, to be fair. He looked a bit angry.
Aye, he did. In fact, I'm just going to push it on a wee bit. When Engels actually came off, he looked disappointed as well, quite rightly so. Mm-hmm. Personally, I think he delivers a good ball in for a corner. But the only thing I would say is when it comes to set pieces, especially corner kicks for Celtic, if he's coming for the far side of the pitch and he's taking a corner, it's going to be an in-swinger. As a right-footed player, we should be ready for that. We should be aware of that. And if it's coming for the other side, it's going to be an out-swinger. We never seem prepared in the right position to capitalise it, because in general, it puts a dangerous ball in the majority of the time. We don't seem to capitalise on that. And I think as a team, we need to up our game when it comes to taking advantage of set pieces, free kicks, corners, stuff like that. So Forrest is on the park. He obviously made a huge difference. Great to see him coming on the park and been really positive in it. It's something we're used to seeing for Jamesy, but especially in the last few games, he's looked fantastic. Scotty, come to you with that.
Aye, mate. He's so direct, mate. You know, it's like you said. As soon as the substitutions were made, Jamesy was so direct, man. He's at you. He never puts a ball backwards, and it's just what we're missing. And it's like you said. As soon as the subs come on, that's what changed the game. He was brilliant again, and just absolutely delighted he got his goal, mate. Being an Ayrshire boy as well.
Nah. Michelle, would you go with Jamesy rather than Kuhn for the cup final? Is that something that's been on your mind? Would you be looking at that?
Yes.
I would. I really like James, but no, I would start Kuhn, especially for the cup final.
Right.
I feel like not against James Forrest because he's a great player and stuff like. He could easily start. I just feel that Kuhn's get more aggression right now than Forrest. Forrest disagreeing with me. That's fair enough and stuff. But I suppose after they could, because I suppose the first half when Kuhn was on, it was absolutely dire. When the subs came on, it was like something lit a fire under their asses and stuff. But I don't know. I think I would still stick with Kuhn because I think Kuhn, looking at him, he's still got a point to prove. You can tell he's getting frustrated, needs to do something. So I would maybe start him.
I don't know. I'd be tempted to lean more towards Jamesy. I think for this, I think you know what you get with Jamesy. I think, from my personal opinion, I think Kuhn was a wee bit too hot and cold for my liking.
Kuhn can be a bit greedy as well.
He does. I don't think he pushes it back. He always, when he gets to a certain point, he's looking for AJ for that overlap. He doesn't tend to try and get to the byline and get it out because if he's not get AJ for the overlap, he tends to cut inside. Then he does get a bit greedy with the shots. Sometimes you should be looking for the better pass. Whereas Jamesy, he's not a selfish player. He's very, very much a team player. Puts a lot of effort into getting to the byline and cutting the ball in as well. So that personally, that would be my choice.
I suppose you're right in a way, actually, to be fair, listen to that way.
Aye. Of course we are. We're always right.
This is why we have a show, to share the opinions.
Aye. In the 64th minute, Maida had an absolute sitter that he fired out of the bar, a header. That should have been a goal. It was a game. I mean, it was harder to miss it and score it. Scotty, what was your thoughts there?
Scott's WhatsApp said,
Oh, mate, I couldn't believe he missed it. I think I put it in the group chat, mate. Just how's he missed that? Great ball in and free header, mate. Should have scored, but what can you do? What can you do, mate?
Right. So let's move on. Let's get to the point. We had a wee chances here and there, not much. Kenny had a chance. Yang as well. Overheat kick in the box.
That was amazing. Aye, that been a great goal.
That was saved. Aye. And then that man on the 93rd minute, just when we think we're facing defeat, pops up. I liken it almost to a rugby move. See when they're moving in rugby and it goes from side to side, right across the box. We just moved it on. It ended up to Jamesy, and he just fires a shot goal into the goal, and the place just erupts, didn't it? You know, that elusive goal that we think is actually going to come, and it came right at the very end of the game. So absolutely delighted for him. Scotty, what was your thoughts when that goal went in for Jamesy?
Mate, as you know, I'm an Ayrshire boy. Michelle's an Ayrshire lassie, so just absolutely delighted. Him and Bobby Lennox, two Ayrshire guys up there, you know, at the top of Celtic. Just it's unbelievable for us. We come from small towns on the west coast of Scotland, and these two guys are like pioneers of our club. It's just unbelievable for us. Small towns, just massive guys. Two humble guys as well. No big heads, and just brilliant to see, mate. It was written in the stars. He was always going to get that goal a day.
Aye, Michelle, Jamesy. Yeah, that's 16 seasons in a row. The most decorated Celtic player. One club man. Obviously for Ayrshire, very down to earth. Doesn't like the limelight, but he's had some career with Celtic, and thoroughly deserved that goal.
Definitely. I mean, obviously I'm in the pub myself, so I actually just screamed out loud. I was so happy. And like you said, it's like as soon as he kicked that ball, it's like the full stadium just stood still, as if everybody just stood back and his goal just flowed through. It was just meant to happen. It was just an amazing moment, and I'm so pleased for him. And quite a lot of people have been saying in different chats that he's going to blow one that either scores the winning goal or the last goal. I suppose it actually kind of was both, but I'm so pleased for him. And as you said, he's so down to earth and humble. And like even after his celebration, he was just like stood there wanting to get back to play the football. He wasn't cared, didn't want the attention, and you don't get a lot of people like that these days. So and it's
you don't. He almost feels embarrassed for the limelight. I just want to touch on his comment with Mo. I did have a ticket, but I gave it up. It's one of my daughter's birthdays today, so I wasn't allowed to go, unfortunately, or I would be out celebrating birthday plans tonight. So that's the reason why I was able to go today. Aye. So that's us. You know, we finished the league on 90. I've lost it now. Where is it? 92 points. We finished the league on. Absolutely fantastic season. We've still got one to go. We're still on for a treble. So we'll still get Aberdeen to face in the final. Scotty, looking at the season as a whole, what's your thoughts?
Super, mate. I'm just getting another champagne delivered. The main man, Mark.
Hey.
How you doing, sir?
Good, man. Good. Even better now.
What's up, man? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Just getting another champagne, getting a wee top up. Mate, just unbelievable, really. The amount of goals we've scored. You know, the European run, the emergency Maeda taking over for Kyogo, the youngsters coming through, McCardle. Loads of stories, mate. There's just loads of stories within the team, and I just think it's been such a sensational season that we just have to. This is the day, mate. This is the day we just enjoy it. It's all came together. Every day, enjoy it, embrace it. Trebles don't happen often. You know, you've seen Martin O'Neill, Chris Sutton, and Stilian Petrov in the stadium before it. Martin O'Neill said the last treble was won in the Jock Stein era. Yep. We're winning trebles for fun now. They don't happen. So get your champagne out, get your strawberries in them, and fucking enjoy it all.
Yes. Michelle, your thoughts on the season?
Yeah, no, it's been absolutely fantastic, and this is the first season where I've managed to go to loads and loads of games as well. So I'm just experiencing Celtic, experiencing loving it, and meeting all the new fans, joining the podcast and everything. So it's a whole new level. It's kind of sad at the same time because obviously we don't know what's to come. Is that some of our players' last games? Are we going to lose Maeda? Are we going to lose Hataya? Is that Greg Taylor's last game? It's sad at the same time, but these guys have just been outstanding and you cannot fault them. Every single one of them has been amazing.
Aye, and I think obviously we can look at Europe as well and say we've took kind of at least one step forward in that competition as well, you know, which is good to see. I think that's what we asked for, progression. We asked for progression, so I suppose we've kind of seen that in a way. But again, just unbelievable the amount of trophies that this club has won in recent times. It's just unbelievable. This is domination. This is absolute domination. And I said in the chat, I don't care really what's happening across the road, but I can see he's been even more dominant next season because I think you're going to get players improving. You can look at Engels again and say he was fantastic. But I think
it's incredible, mate.
We're going to see the best Engels next season. Quite a few other players as well, you know, that they're going to improve upon that. So absolutely delighted. We're going to look ahead now to the final. Something to look forward to, a cracking day out and a chance to get a ninth treble. Pretty unbelievable. So that's us. That's basically us covered. So, Scotty.
When you're talking about trophies there, actually, it's just a shame that we never won that most important trophy of the season of the best pitch. I mean,
I know.
We should have won that, you know.
Unfortunately, that's the only one that's in that empty trophy cabinet out of the road. So we'll give them that. They can have that.
I'm kind of gutted though that I know I said that to you. I'm kind of gutted that Maeda never won the Golden Boot.
I know. It's to be fair, he said other things on his mind. Basically, obviously his wife been back in Japan and stuff. So
she's gave birth apparently. So congratulations to Maeda's family.
Yeah, congratulations to them, of course. So anybody that's going to the Merchant City, enjoy yourself. I've been there a couple of times. It's absolutely mental. In fact, I was there yesterday, last night actually. I was at a concert at Barrowlands, and I had a meal just at Glasgow Cross in one of the restaurants there. And I was just looking at it saying, this place is going to be absolutely heaving tomorrow. So if you're going to Merchant City, enjoy yourself. Be safe, but enjoy yourself. This certainly isn't.
On the boot.
These,
on the boot.
Aye, who cares? This certainly isn't tedious times. These are times that you always appreciate and never take it for granted that you're going to win trebles every year. We're certainly looking likely to do that again. So enjoy your night. Scotty, enjoy your time in Marbella, mate. I hope you have a good night. Enjoy yourself and don't get too drunk. And Michelle, I hope you enjoy your shift and it goes by quickly and you can enjoy the rest of your night.
Else to go.
Aye. Well, good luck anyway. Right, folks, that's us. We'll be back. Well, I'm going to get a Chinese tonight because it's one of the daughter's birthdays, so I'm happy with that. That'll do me. Are we back on Wednesday, Scotty? Do you hear me, Scotty? Are we back on Wednesday, are we?
I've just had a 25-year-old Kenyan model just turn up, mate, for drinks. So,
are we back on Wednesday, Scott?
Yes.
Right, okay. Right, so we'll see you on Wednesday, everybody. Thanks very much for watching and enjoy your night. The champions again. Here we go.
Someday you